Stevens Pass just completed their corporate arc, and we really should have seen this coming. It was just announced this morning that next season, for weekends and peak days, all lots will be paid parking only. Now, before this season began, we saw some other resorts in the area start making these changes as well. And then last minute, Stevens Pass made half of their lots paid, while the other half were free on a first come, first serve basis. At that moment, we should have known that this wasn't going to last forever, and that full paid parking was coming. And as of this morning, that has become true. So if you typically go up on the weekends or on holidays or any other peak days that Vail has outlined, you need to listen up. So Ellen, the GM at Stevens Pass, has announced that they have been trying to figure out the best solution possible for parking, and she made it clear that there is no single solution that's going to be best for everybody. However, this solution will be best for Stevens Pass and Vail, and not for you, the skier or snowboarder. So in order to go up on a weekend, you have to have a reservation. The reservations are required, so you need to plan ahead. There will no longer be the option where you wake up and you see that there was a bunch of snow that fell overnight, and you make the decision right then and there that you're going to go up to the pass. You have to plan ahead. Now, if you have a vehicle that you can hold 4 people plus all the gear required for skiing and snowboarding, then you are good to go on the money front. But if you have a vehicle that can't hold that many people, or you have a hard time coordinating with people, which we struggle with all the time, then it will cost you $20 to park at Stevens Pass with a reservation. If you do not want to reserve or pay, then free parking will begin at 10 a.m. But if you know how Stevens Pass works, the parking is full until about noon, 1, maybe 1:30, depending on how good the snow is on a weekday. So the likelihood of you getting up at 10 a.m. to find a parking spot is very minimal. And in fact, they actually are encouraging you that if you do not want to reserve ahead and you do not want to pay, to come up after 1 p.m. so that hopefully there is a spot available for you. Now, if the snow is good on a weekend between 9 and 11:30, the majority of the mountain will be tracked out, and a lot of that really good snow will be toast. And if conditions are really good up there, people aren't leaving at noon. They're staying for a long time. So it will be very difficult to get up there and have some fun if you wait until 1 p.m. Also, if you like to ride the backside, if you get there at 1, you only have 2 hours until the backside closes. So keep that in mind as well. Now, if you are a single adult and you have 2 kids under the age of 12, you also get free parking, and ADA also gets free parking as well. So there are a couple other stipulations where you can get free parking, but probably for the majority of people, you're going to have to pay the $20. Now, the nice thing is, if you are a weekday warrior, you don't have to worry about it right now unless there's a holiday or a peak day during the week. But I would not be surprised if we look in the future and every single day is paid. Now, $20 for parking, depending on who you are, might not be a big deal, or it could be a massive deal. For us, we typically go about 40 times in a season, so that's an additional $800 for the year just in parking fees to get up to the mountain. And just looking at the post on Facebook, there is a lot of people pretty upset about this change. The one nice thing is they let us know this before the auto renewal kicks in. So a lot of people are already saying that they are going in right now and turning off their auto renewal. Now, I know a lot of Vail resorts already have parking fees in place, but this has never really been a thing at Stevens, except for one lot there for a couple years, and then it changed to 2, then it changed to like half of the lots, and now it's going to be all the lots. So for a lot of us locals that have been going for a long time, this is a massive change. And we definitely saw the writing on the wall. We were just hoping that it wasn't going to go that direction, but here we are. It's going to be very interesting to see how Vail does overall now that passes are about to go on sale, because between the Park City stuff and changes at Stevens Pass, there's a lot of people upset with Vail right now, and their stocks are showing it. In the last year, they have dipped quite a bit. When passes go on sale, usually we see a nice increase. Their quarterly numbers look pretty good, but I'm very curious how many customers they are losing this year from a lot of the big mistakes that they have made. So what can we do about it? One thing we can try and find is a USFS rep in our area that deals with the land leases for Stevens Pass, and we could reach out to them and talk to them about Is Vail doing the right thing by limiting access to people? Are they being good stewards of the land, etc.? Is that actually going to work? I have no idea. I don't even know who to reach out to, but if I do find somebody, I will put that down in the description. Other resorts in the area that are also leasing land from the U.S. Forest Service, they seem to be getting away with it, and the Forest Service isn't doing anything about it, so it's worth a shot. I realistically don't see that changing anything. Another thing you could do is go to the post on Facebook, and I'm assuming they have it on X as well, and let them know your feelings on it, because we have seen them reverse decisions in the past or make new decisions based off of people's feedback. So we could try doing that, and I will post the link to the Facebook post down in the description. And like I said, right now it's getting absolutely lambasted, so we shall see. We shall see if anything changes or not. And then finally, if this is what puts you over the edge and you no longer want to go to Stevens Pass, then there's other resorts in the area that you could go to as well. I've been going to Stevens Pass for 15 years, so it's one of my favorite resorts. I really enjoy the terrain there. This is definitely a bummer, but luckily for our situation, we usually go up on Fridays, and at the moment, that is not impacted. Will it be in the future? Probably. We are definitely starting to think more and more about what to do in the future and who we want to actually support in these types of changes. Now, the comment section should be really entertaining, so post your thoughts down in the comments. I'm gonna go make some popcorn and then start reading these. I'm sure there's lots of opinions, lots of people that are probably fine with it. Majority of people are probably not gonna be fine with it, but be nice to each other. Keep the comments entertaining. Let Stevens Pass know your thoughts, and we will see if anything changes or not. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you in the next one.